I don't really have a favorite station. It depends on what mood I'm in. Like, I listen to Y100 or 96X to keep me awake. I listen to Zeta 4 She for more mellow music to put me to sleep. And when I feel in a nostalgic mood, I listen to Waxy.
What other stations do you regularly listen to? I guess you've covered the board.
Yeah, Miami sort of has a station for everything and everybody.
American Airchexx magazine, a trade publication of the contemporary radio industry. From Los Angeles, this is Shadow Stevens, and with Volume 1, Number 2, April 30th, 1976, here's Bobby Ocean from Los Angeles.
Thank you, Shadow. Hi, everybody. Here in Issue 2, we'll travel to Chicago to hear the end of an era, WCFL's final moments before switching to beautiful music. We'll have a listen to Morning Drive done 3 different ways by 3 different heavies in 3 different cities. Jerry Peterson explains the noise he's making in San Diego in an exclusive interview. But right now, American Airchexx magazine continues with the ultimate radio trip through the top 25 markets with our first individual market close-up. A longer listen to more stations, this time to one of America's fastest-growing areas. 1,350,000 people live in metropolitan Miami, where the temperature averages 75 degrees year-round. American Airchexx hit the streets and beaches to find out who listens to what and why. We got on the phone to bring you the voices of the Miami program directors. And best of all, we now present a generous sampling of what's on those warm subtropical airwaves. Let's begin Miami Inside Out, right here, with Bartell's Group PD, Jerry Clifton, from 96X, Miami.
What we're trying to do at 96X is something new in radio. I've been complaining for a couple of years, at least, about every radio station in America sounding the same. So on 96X, we are attempting to build a station that is unique and at the same time has the capabilities of winning a large share of the audience demographics. Another thing we're trying to do, or I'm trying to do at 96X, is give the best radio people that I can find in the country a good place, good working conditions, so that they can be happy and creative. I think the aircheck that you'll hear is a pretty good representation of the beginning of a brand new sound in radio. Hope you enjoy it.
You know, I may be the first actual person to ever broadcast live from within an Easter egg. I've always wanted to hold the world's record at something. Son of a gun. 96X. 96X continues to give away money to people who X in their cars and to people who X in their homes. And now, starting this afternoon, another original concept in winning. It's called Take the Money and Run.
Today, are you prepared for more sunshine? Oh, right. Spring is the South Florida spring is upon us. High today is going to reach up close to 80. Clear skies tonight with a low down to 65. 72. What a beautiful morning at 96X.
A very special Saturday in the park. This Saturday, the annual Easter egg celebration, featuring Easter eggs filled with prizes, plus an afternoon rock show featuring Cheech and Chong.
96X is Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County's official music FM. 96X is Frank with the class of 1969. 96X, it's time to take the money and run. This is Frank totaling the Take the Money and Run jackpot right now. I need caller number 10 at 673-96FM Dade, 761-96FM Broward, Palm Beach County. Call the X Collect. Take the money and run. Come on.
96X, where we've given away almost $20,000 from the 96X fan. Unbelievable. That's a lot for a sticker. 96X, with the largest amount of cash known to give away to people who X at home. That's enough to buy you a house or a car for every single day of the week, or a college education, or a lot of highs.
I love it.
96X, the station that sounds like we're giving away $1 million. 96X.
96X Listen to things people do, the games they play. I got one called Take the Money and Run, but I'm going to give it away in about 10 minutes here at 96X. You stick around. This is Gary. It's 3:40. How are you this afternoon? Feeling good? All right. I know there's somebody been sitting there beside the radio saying, God, I wish he'd give me a shirt.
What am I doing? Well, I was just sitting around here dreaming about seeing the Doobie Brothers in concert. 96X, presenting another live musical exposition. 96X, with a whole cache of upfront tickets.
96X, you are on the air. What is your name?
My name is David Miles, and I always X in my bathtub.
Oh, unbelievable. Question. Who has given away the most money so far in the last 60 days?
We have.
And who are we?
96X.
We aren't beginning to slow down, are we?
No.
Not yet. Never. 96X.
96X, where if you live in Oakland Park, Brownsville, or the Gables, today the X-Men's going to be out there looking for you, Exit, with $100 or maybe even $1,000 bills to give away. This is Dirty Stephen. It's 121. Magic City weather, partly cloudy overnight, low of 70. Hello? High today, going to be 84.
Hello? I'm here.
Right now, it's...
I'm here. Aren't you glad? I'm here. Aren't you glad that I'm here? Your headphones are squeaking, Rivers. That's very unprofessional of you. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you should really have that taken care of.
Okay.
You should have your ears stuffed with cotton or something.
Right now, it's 75 in Kendall, 71 in Davie.
Just go ahead and spit it out anytime you want. Just go ahead. I know you get Rivers gets really flustered.
73 in Magic City.
Everybody call Rivers. Call him up on the telephone and say, Rivers, you get really flustered when Eric comes in here and bothers you. What's the temperature, Rivers?
It's 73 in the Magic City at 96X.
Unbelievable. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, unbelievable.
I can't believe it after all this time. Do you remember me? I had my father's car once, no FM radio. Finally, I got a Trans Am in my doctor, and I got it.
We're going crazy. Andrew Rodriguez, man. This is fantastic. I am totally...
96X with the X-Man Live, right in front of the Castaways. I got 2 IX in my car stickers in front of me. Oh, I love it. I got it.
Hey, what's happening? Can't believe this.
Everybody was saying next to me, look, you got the guy behind you, the van. And I'm like saying, well, I know. Everyone kept on going next to me, man. And I'm going up there, man. I see you in the lane over there. I go, man, this is your old what does the van look like this beautiful thing? It's unbelievable. Oh, my God. Can't believe it. I exit my car 24 hours a day.
Thanks a lot.
Billboard magazine recently wrote that WQAM's Jim Dunlap has become one of the quieter institutions of programming. Jim was unavailable for an American airchexx interview, so here's QAM to speak for itself.
Communication for the people of South Florida from WQAM.
WQAM? No.
Yeah.
56. So you're far now.
Station.
Currently 76 degrees at 5 o'clock, and doctors report there's no cure for boogie fever. However, they are working on a new serum.
Well, I just got the tragic news today. I'm a carrier. WQAM. 7 minutes after 5 o'clock with Jim London at QAM, and that is our $1,000 record for the hour. Going to call somebody on Miami Shores. Can you tell me winning's as easy as QAM? You've got $100. If you know, don't call us, we'll call you. It's another 1,000 from QAM. How would you like to pocket a brand new crisp and/or crunchy $50 bill and not get busted for it, huh? Going to get you a chance within 15 minutes because QAM is going to give away a $50 bill, and winning it's as easy as QAM.
QAM.
Great station.
QAM.
Really good.
Fantastic. The best music. QAM is
Q56. Those 3 little words, something for nothing. Caller number 6 on any one of the QAM contest lines right now gets a $50 bill. If you can tell me winning's as easy as QAM. Lena Bianchi of Miami Miami just won herself a $50 bill because she knows winning's as easy as QAM.
The White House is having a problem with birds roosting and leaving surprises on buildings and dignitaries. So the folks at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue are planning to frighten the birds away with an alarm described as a bird squawking its blank off. Roger Carey, QAM, your music station.
So the government people are upset because the birds are leaving the blank all over the building, right?
That's right.
I look at it as if we're just giving it back. It's 5:30 WQAM, Miami. Cisco, I think I injured him. I think I did. I don't know. How do you know that, Poncho? How do you know it? Had a bandito on his bandito. Terrible line. 26 minutes away from 6 o'clock at QAM. Free money call going to Miami Shores. When I ask you what's as easy as QAM, you tell me.
Winning is as easy as QAM.
You got a $100 bill in your hand. If you remember the $1,000 record for this hour, it's another $1,000 from QAM.
Say hello to the sun.
Hello, son. It's going to be sunny tomorrow, fair tonight. The Sunny and Fair Show. No, it isn't either. No, right in the forecast. It's 73 degrees now at QAM. Only 16, eh? That was around the biceps. That's what that be, little. It's 13 away from 6 at QAM. QAM.
There's so many ways to use Johnson's baby oil.
I'll bet there are. It's 8 minutes away from 6 o'clock at QAM, and within 20 minutes, you're going to be able to strut your stuff in a Bad News Bears t-shirt. I'm going to try to give one away within 20 minutes at QAM. WQAM, Miami. The more you listen, the better your chances of winning. QAM's $1,000 record this hour is Sweet Love. You could win next.
QAM.
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 QAM. QAM.
QAM.
Charlie Fernandez at QAM. How you doing tonight? I had a sum of money here that here it is in my pocket. Well, it was a crisp $50 bill, but it's still spendable. You could win it in the next 15 minutes.
My name is Bobby McKenzie. I go to Pembroke Pines Elementary School, and I would like to dedicate Boogie Fever to Bobby Casey.
What's as easy as QAM?
Winning's as easy as QAM.
Man, you just ripped off a $100 bill!
God!
$100! Can you believe that?
Oh my God!
$100!
Random calls are made every day all over South Florida. No winning's as easy as QAM. You get a $100 bill. No, the $1,000 record for that hour. You get 1,000. Winning is as easy as QAM.
WQAM, show me a river.
Ain't nothing like a Sweet Love, baby. Commodores at QAM. When your phone rings, know the title of QAM's $1,000 record. This hour's record is Sweet Love. Sweet Love. Write it down so you'll win. No winning's as easy as QAM, and the $1,000 record, you'll be $1,100 richer.
Q56.
Fair and mild tonight, sunny and no rain tomorrow. Doesn't that sound nice? Get out in the sun and get a nice tan. Right now it's 71 degrees. QAM, the Edgar Winter Group, why don't you take a free ride? Compliments of QAM.
The mountain is high.
Diane Bernardi of Pembroke Pines, what's as easy as QAM?
Winning's as easy as QAM.
Diane, you have just ripped off a $50 bill.
Thank you.
From the streets and beaches of South Florida, American Airchexx talks radio with the listeners.
How often do you listen to the radio?
Every day.
Every day.
Whenever it's on.
All the time. What's that for?
Are you gonna put us on the radio?
Oh, I listen to the radio pretty often in the car and at home, about 8 hours a day, I would say.
Every morning before I go to school, when I come home from school.
What's your favorite station and why?
Y100 because it plays the songs I like to listen to.
Because they play good music. I like blues.
56, Q56.
Zeta 4. Why? Because, I like their music that they play and like the advertisements and, their news.
In the car, I only have an AM, so naturally I can only listen to WQAM and WIOD and WGBS. My daughter listens to Y100 and what's that other FM station?
96. WMYQ.
BUS, because it's taken some of the hard rock out of progressive music and added some jazz and blues.
WGBS. Have a good selection and also life.
I guess I listen to Y100 the most. I don't know, I just like the music they play there and the contests they have. Maybe I'm hoping for the money.
I listen to Zeta 4 every once in a while until they start to fade out. Their signal's kind of bad.
Is it WSHE?
Lauderdale?
Yeah, because I'm a rocker.
What other stations do you regularly listen to?
Zeta 4, because I'm a rocker.
So you're going into the ratings with this year's format and last year's jingles. Pam's, we're the problem solvers.
Listen.
The best music. WLS.
Okay, now you're doing everything right, but your jingles won't let your format flow. Pam's, we're the problem solvers.
Listen.
Just for you.
Could it be no one hears your drummer anymore? WGAR isn't taking any chances. Pam's, we're the problem solvers.
Listen.
1220 WGAR.
Listen again.
Pam's, 214-827-0901. Call us collect today and solve your problems.
American airchexx.
Hello, this is Bill Stadman with Zeta 4 in Miami. Explaining what your radio station does in a minute is pretty tough. But basically, what Zeta 4 is an alternative music station that hopefully is acceptable to more than just the kind of people that end up being labeled mass appeal, album-oriented rock and roll radio, I guess, presented by human beings who aren't necessarily what you'd call personalities as such. They're very little bit playing. It's more people. And trying to keep the commercials as tolerable as possible, as creative when that latitude is allowed, and have a good time. You know, the definition of the radio station, I guess you'd have to say, is a bunch of people getting together to make a better living for each other. And if you're ever in Miami, we invite you to enjoy the sunshine in Zeta 4.
And it's off the latest album called No Madness at Zeta 4. Straubs, Derek and the Dominoes 2 from the Layla LP, which was done in Miami. I don't know if you knew that or not. Tell the truth, who's been fooling who?
Song from Split Coconut, the latest album on Zeta. It's a good tune. That's probably the first thing that Mason's ever done that you could even parallel to dance music, I guess. Before that,
Grateful Dead from Miracle Jones Band. Some Dylan by request, Tangled Up in Blue from Blood on the Tracks. Sweet Bird.
We have Jesse Cullen Young in the Zeta 4 studios. Perhaps let's play It's a Lovely Day.
Sure.
musicians free classifieds, and we're trying to pick up the music scene in South Florida, and it works like this. If you happen to be in a band and you need somebody else, or if you're not in a band and you'd like to find some people to hook up with, mail your name and address and phone number, the instruments you play, and any pertinent details to the situation you're looking for. Send it to musician.
And now the National Weather Service says that the weather is partly cloudy and mild, and there's no chance of rain. But don't quote me on that. And high today will be in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. And that is information from Zeta 4.
Waterbed City presents the history of beds. Man first rested against rock. Rock did not work. Then man slept in straw. Straw did not work.
The new sound of Jensen's Sweeter Tweeter. Listen to the spectacular sound it makes as it goes into the glass. Not a regular soft drink, but something very special.
Hey, just a minute. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking about the Sweeter Tweeter from Jensen. A delightful...
That's not a bloody soft drink, you nit.
Taking it easy in some laid-back jeans, feeling good at the jean machine. You're gonna find what you're looking for, funky faded jeans and so much more. Come on in and make the scene. Shop, 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 shop.
It's 3 o'clock. My name is Jeff on WINZ-FM, Miami Beach.
Thursday, April 22nd at noon, we put the new transmitter and tower combination on the air. And there had been a lot of politics and slow going involved, and we'd waited, since the day we went anyway, almost 15 months to put it on. And it's something that doesn't happen all the time. And if you listen, you'll hear some of the kind of crazy things that go through your head and some of Rick's comments and all. This is what it sounded like last Thursday when we put the new signal for Zeta 4 on.
WINZ-FM, Miami Beach, now leaves the air momentarily to transfer to our new transmitter site at 1 Biscayne Boulevard.
WINZ-FM, Miami Beach. On the air from our new transmitter site.
Friends to the show that never ends. We're so glad we could attend. Come inside, come inside.
It's Doobie Brothers at Zeta. Yeah, really. That's called the 8th Avenue Shuffles and Get Down. Doobie Brothers, before that, a tradition of sorts. Stop shaking the chair. A tradition of sorts at Zeta. Whenever we do something that we get excited about, we play Carnival 9, Impression 2 off of ELP's Brain Salad Surgery album. And that's what we started with at 12 noon at Zeta Ford. Anyway, hey, listen, if you're getting the station better, or if you're brand new to the radio station, let us know. Because we'd be interested in finding out who is hearing us now that has never heard us before. There go all the phone lines from Broward County. I love it. This is Elton John, Tumbleweed Connection LP. It's there. We're going to burn something down. I don't know what.
WIOD at 610 has the sights of their big guns aimed high. Al Anderson, operations manager of the Miami station, says successful radio programming means personality, which equals entertainment.
Well, there are only X number of truly great established MOI radio stations in the country today, the stature of a GN in Chicago or a CCO in Minneapolis. After the spring ARB, trust there's going to be X plus one, that one extra one being WIOD here in Miami. Joe Abernathy was recently hired by Cox Broadcasting. He's the general manager down here, and he is creating a personality entertainment giant. Under his direction, we've hired Mike Ranieri from Wixie in Cleveland and Big Wilson from NBC in New York and Bill Calder from KMOX in St. Louis and HN in New York. They handle all our major day parts and basically entertain with as free a hand as possible in regard to what they want to do on the air. We don't sweep the quarter hours. We don't blow up our news commitment at 5 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night. We don't make cash calls. We just entertain.
Would you believe if a guy were out of town for 6 or so months and he comes back in and he hasn't heard WIOD in a while, and he's listening to this, trying to figure out what is going on?
Hello? Hello? Hang on a second, please.
Yeah, listen.
Hang on.
Yeah. You know, in the morning when I was going to work, I used to turn WIOD on just to catch the news and catch the traffic reports. And about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I turned it on one morning to catch that news, and this guy was on there that I'd never heard. And I says, my God, who is this guy? And so I left it on, and I couldn't believe it. As far as I'm concerned, the rest of the radio stations in the city, they can take them and shut them off the air.
Here's one from Mrs. Lorraine Pirro. It says, what do you give an elephant with diarrhea? Plenty of room.
Is it possible to fall in love with an elephant?
Is it possible to fall in love?
Good question.
A good question. Do you have a stepladder?
I'm Gretchen Graham.
And I'm Chuck Dent, W News.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Hello there. Who is this?
Could you turn your radio down, please?
Oh, yeah. Who is this?
I give up.
This sounds like Bill Calder.
No, you sound like Otto to me.
My name's Otto, yeah.
Oh, you want to talk to Bill?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Why, yes, Mike will be in the parade Wednesday. He's actually going to ride on an elephant, a dangerous mission that we're flying. Hello, Bing.
Hi, Bing.
Hi there, Bing.
Now, I asked about sweatshirt, and I didn't get the answer.
Nats, N-A-T-S. Nats T-shirt.
And I wanted to get a...
You want a Super Bowl T-shirt?
Right.
You have to go to Nats T-shirts.
N-E-T?
N-A-T, Nats.
A-T.
In Zers.
Where?
In Pompano.
On Sample Road?
Zers. How many Zers are there in Pompano?
How many Zers?
Yeah.
What was Zers? In Pompano?
Oh, I wish I'd said that.
Which you had to.
Well, I did. That's where you heard it.
No, honestly.
Yes. Nats T-shirt, Zers in Pompano.
In Zers in Pompano.
Yes.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, you know the kind of life you lead, dear.
Okay, let's see if we can get Mike Ranieri now. I have the old music queued up, and this is about the fourth. I'm going to make this song a hit again. Ladies and gentlemen, 21 after 3, here's Mike Ranieri.
Jumbo, Buona.
Right.
The gentleman who invented the automobile had ridden an elephant.
Oh, is that right?
It is a mode of transportation, semi-innocuous to those of us who have other modes of transportation.
Oh, really? Are you behind the elephants?
Yes, we are, but no, that was already taken care of. When we stopped at the edge of the Venetian Causeway, the elephants, well-trained as they are...
Well, that's good to hear from you, Mike.
All went to the potty at the same time.
Okay. Well,
the bulldozer is coming in right now.
Waterloo. That's ABBA, 1974 smash-o, as we say in radio. I don't think we say that in radio at all. Good morning, Big Wilson on WIOD. How are you this morning? What another beautiful day. What another beautiful day. And I hope you're feeling well, going to hang around a while. I want to get your, I was going to say recipe. Maybe that's not right. But when it's my turn to cook at home, and I guess maybe that, if you're a lady, that's yours every day, right? But you've probably got some special thing that maybe you'd share with us today. And we'll get a recipe book going. Who knows? Hello, Big.
Good morning, Big. How are you?
Marvelous, thank you.
Ready for a dish?
Oh, yes, you sound like my kind of dish right now.
When the female subjects wore padded clinches, pride jumped from 1 in 10 to 1 in 5.
Sort of like setting a booby trap.
This is Henry Barrow reminding you, when news happens, WIOD gets it on.
Hello?
Hello there.
Who is this?
Otto.
And who are you calling?
Bill Calder.
Just a second. Hang on.
Miami Dolphin Football Network stations, ready down the line. Play-by-play team, Weaver, Merrill, Minter, stand by. Tape rolling. Lights hot. 10 levels. Word go.
From the Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida, the National Football League is on the air.
You put that in the mail to us, sir.
All right, well, who will I address it to?
Just wackos, care of WIOD Miami.
No, don't do that. Or
Drive carefully, please. Alabrera on WIOD Miami, Sky Patrol.
Well, my problem is that I got for Christmas a beautiful sled.
Beautiful what? Sled.
Yes, sir. But
It's a sleigh. It's a sleigh.
No, it could be a sled.
The D is silent like the P in urine.
Hello? Hello? Who are you calling? Who are you calling? All right, hang on a minute.
This is your WIOD Man in the Street interviewer. It's been reliably reported that 9 out of 10 people who listen to radio listen to WIOD. And we talk to people on the street. It's a very nice young gentleman. Your name, sir?
My name is Marvin Walton.
Marvin what?
Marvin Walton.
Walton.
Yes, Marvin Walton.
Hi, Marvin.
This is not gonna be on the air, is it?
Well, yeah, I think it is.
Oh my God.
Eunice, we're in deep trouble. Do you listen to radio?
All the time.
What's your favorite
time when I'm not with my wonderful wife Wilma? I listen to the radio. I love it.
In other words, when you're out 3-4 hours, you're out
Never
listening.
out 3-4 hours. Always busy in conference. Get it? Busy in conference.
Get it, Marvin. And
Right.
you're listening to the radio most of that time.
That's right. I'm always listening to the radio when I'm busy in conference, and Eunice answers the phone. Get it? Eunice answers the phone, and I love Wilma. She's a great cook and a great mother and a great American and a Congressional Medal of Honor winner. Oh, and very vindictive.
What's your favorite station? What are you listening to?
WFTL.
Up there in Lauderdale. You get it down here. Fine, sir. We have a gift for you, Marvin, here.
Okay.
Let me just wind it up for you.
That's very nice. Thank you very much.
Good luck to you, Marvin.
Good.
Eunice, we're going on over to Pumpernicks right now, and I'm going to tell you one thing.
Lucky listening, WIOD. Lucky listening, WIOD. And you.
You know our program director makes $50,000 a year?
Wait till he hears about it.
just fantastic. I've never heard anything like it before.
He won't hear anything like it again.
Hello? Hello?
We're your kind of people, WIOD. Your kind of people, WIOD.
Half
Do you listen to the radio? Every day.
Whenever I'm in my car, and when I'm at home studying.
I listen to the radio almost 24 hours a day.
In between albums, I listen to the radio about maybe 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day.
I listen to the radio every morning and when I'm getting dressed, that kind of thing. During the car, you know.
What's your favorite station and why?
WQAM, WIOD, Y100. Kind of like the kind of music they play because they play a little bit of everything and a lot of old songs and that sort of thing.
WSHE because the music it plays?
Y100 we listen to all the time.
Why?
Why? I guess it has less interruptions on the radio, and we enjoy the music they play more so than others.
WTMI because the music is lovely and delightful and very interesting. She and Zeta 4.
Well, it's a toss-up between 96 FM and Y100. I just happens to be whatever's on the station. I like them both. They have the type of music I like.
There are a number of favorite stations. Zeta 4 is one of them. There are... This is a $100 bill.
Right now.
Waxy, because it plays a variety of things. Old and good.
Y100, right? Yeah, it's got good music, and they've got good, the people on it who do the talking and everything. They're very interesting.
Y100 is WHYI, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Heftel Group PD Bill Tanner talks about Y100's #1 priority.
I think the key ingredient to Y100 is fun, entertainment. Our #1 priority is to make Y100 a station that people will enjoy, something to get them up. Sure, we have a lot of contesting, but it's just part of an overall objective to make Y100 a warm, friendly, personal listening experience. In fact, we bill ourselves on the air that way. You're a radio station. And when a listener spontaneously says, Y100 is my radio station, you can tell they mean it, and that's still the biggest thrill in the world for us. Structurally, we're very tight, in a way, pre-programmed music short list, yet we're very loose in another way. No liner cards. We want the jocks to sound different from each other, yet consistent with the overall fun in the sun kind of sound that Y100 has. We want the listener to know that they're going to hear their favorite songs anytime, hits. Yet we also want them to feel that anything may happen. We use listeners, for example, on the phone during unsolicited bits which make for very real, human, and above all, sincere live promos. So there's the format, the secret to our success. Predictable unpredictability.
Y100, well, it's 6:03. Despite what you may have heard on most of the same radio station, it is 6:03. How humiliating to wake up and hear that the time has changed and it hasn't changed. Y100, I'm just trying to pick up the pieces of our clock here, which took one look at Jim Reilly and covered its face with its hands, and oh, what a mess.
Yeah, so this is the telephone company.
Yes.
What time do you have?
Well, what time? Do you know what happened? Our newsman, Jim Reilly, read the wrong thing in the newspaper. It's 10 minutes after 6, right?
Right.
Right.
Did you have everybody in Miami all stirred?
Y100, Tanner in the morning, cats in the cradle. The clock has covered its face with its little hands in shame, and it is reliably reported to be 6:17. Well, my goodness, I hate to interrupt this.
I like that song. I fell in love very young.
How many kids do you have now?
One.
Good night. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, not you, dummy. Y100, don't you hate disc jockeys who talk before the record's over?
Don't you hate them when they talk before the record tears up on the radio?
What a humiliating thing! All right.
Olivia.
The way to begin the Kramer Has Show. Please identify this establishment.
Olivia, my dear. She must have a Monday hangover.
Oh, perfect.
Just
perfect.
like
Here, come on, honey. Come on, honey.
Well, let me explain.
I want to try to get her to talk here. Olivia?
This is the way my day went. I got up this morning. The shower wouldn't work. I went to my car. The car wouldn't work.
Kramer, the shower wouldn't work because it's so seldomly used.
I wouldn't get too close to me if I was.
I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I knew today was my day listening to the station.
You knew today was your lucky day.
Exactly.
Did Y100 put a jingle in your pocket?
I always listen to it. Yes, you're right. Hey, man, this
fully, man.
Sunny and funky today with a high of 82. Right now I got 74 at Y100. Y100 is 12 high noon. You know what tomorrow is, Rico?
No idea.
That is the day that your income tax is due.
Oh, you gotta hand it to Uncle Sam.
That's right. You really gotta hand it to him, because if you don't, they come and take it.
The management of this radio station has decided to trust me with the biggest cash call of the day, over $18,000. Obviously, a foolish move. I'll give you the exact amount for you to write down and win in just a few minutes on Y100. Y100, that's the maestro Barry Manilow with some nice champagne music this afternoon. Y100, that's one of my favorite songs. Thought I'd play that for you today. Skylark from the second album with the Wildflower. Y100 and Robert W. Walker, working for nobody but you, baby. And you won't find a person in the world happier to do it, not since I got new batteries for my love machine. Y100, that gets me steamy, you know. I'm steaming and smoking. My toasted brother, Elvin Bishop, I fool right around. I feel a great big pile of it. I got that stuff all over me.
Growing.
Hey, your free Doobie Brothers signature, just a phone call away. You know, in about 10 minutes. You stay close right now. I got my damn album, man. Paul McCartney and Wings at the speed of sound with silly love songs. Y100. Y100, what a night indeed. I'll see you on telephone. On the telephone. Yeah, I'll probably see you on your telephone condition. I'm here. All aboard! Don't get your caboose caught in the crossing, or like say the trolley or the trestle. WHYI, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, the doctor, Rocky! Y100, your doctor!
Hey, doctor!
Yeah, little man?
It's 6:30 at Miami's Amazing FM.
I knew that, little man. I knew that. 100! Y100. Elvin Bishop fooled around and fell in love. Now, Elvin, that is your problem, you see. You were fooling when you fell in love. You should have been serious. Y100. Oh, what a nice. Dr. Dave Troop, share the faith and keep dreaming. Earl the Pearl is here. Earl, I know you brought an armed security guard with you. Can you please tell me why you have that security guard standing back? How you doing, sir?
Well, the armed security guard, you see, is guarding the long, cool woman in the black dress because she has sufficiently hid the $100 bill tonight. I'm talking about big money, honey. Okay, into the elevator. To the floor above to check this loud noises coming up there. It sounds like they're having a party, like maybe they have a band in there. All right, let's get the doors open. Hey,
what's happening?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Party, man.
Whose party is this? I've never been up here before. Who's throwing this, man?
Hey, man, you got an ashtray?
No, I ain't got no ashtray, but I do hear them playing Y100. Y100 with a good.
Hey, Carter, welcome back.
Hey, Carter, sit on it. Y100 and Earl the Pearl Armchair Tours presents another excursion for you to the jungle of earthly delights. Don't be afraid if things start leaping out at you. Y100, well, it's my pleasure to introduce to you.
Please remember the name at least, huh?
It's written down there. I see Mark.
Thank you. 2 o'clock at Y100, WHYI, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. This is your host, Eric Grommelsbacher. Y100, how you doing tonight? This is Mark. I just stepped the music library. Got us some good stuff to listen to. Y100.